I think that that's the biggest part for budgeting is the cross between what we at Jolly call it our operational team than our business leadership team. So you have the overhead expenses to the gross margin. So last year we were right around very similar to what our budget's going to be this year. So we're at 54% gross margin. That's all departments combined, and then 37.5% overhead. It came out to be very similar for 26. And I think that's important to know as people are building their budgets and getting ready to 26 and doing final checks is make sure that you are scaling the right way. Now, those numbers aren't flat. Like every company runs at a different gross margin depending on your blend of work. Like for example, a lot of our blended work comes from plumbing service and sewer install. So we're able to sustain a higher gross margin for a company, which also allows us to have a little bit higher overhead. So if you're an only HVAC-based company and you are driving revenue, and the benchmark for HVAC service and install blended is right around 50%. You can't be at 45% overhead, right?
Sure.
You're planning for a 5% loss. I would offer if you're at a 40% overhead and you're planning for a 10%, it's going to be pretty tight. So I think as people are building their budgets, it's important to see those two things. What's your total gross margin? And then what's your overhead percent for that net? And it can get lost pretty quickly. And is it attainable? Is it scalable? Which directions do you want to go? For us, we were like, we're going to be the best operational performance and we're going to afford the higher overhead.
Yep.
And that's where we're at.
Yep.
And we want to be able to do that to be able to scale. And we want to have extra positions to be able to scale. We want to have really strong senior leaders to come in here and help us do that. And that was the biggest thing in 25, I will say. Because we were doing so well in gross margin, we were able to make a key hire that most businesses wouldn't for a senior leadership role because our operational performance was there. And we were willing to take the hit a little bit on net because we knew that's going to be built for the future.
Yep.
So I think what I would just say, for the audience, for the people is you can be 10% net profitable and build this scale at the same time.